Hey, LBR listeners and FEC listeners. This is a post show with Pops
and Kooky.
And Kooky. What'd you think of the show today?
It was amazing.
Oh, wasn't it?
It was long, but it was amazing.
Right. Yeah, both shows are pretty good. All right. Yeah. What was the reactions of the chat throughout the whole LBR?
Oh my gosh! It kept going and going. Like always, one word: wow, or oh my gosh,
right?
Or what happened? Where's the beard?
Yeah, it was crazy over here.
It was definitely amazing.
Juxta, I was in the green room when Juxta was getting the tattoo, and all I could hear was the buzzing from the other room. It was pretty weird. Speaking of that, let's talk about the Juxta right now. Yeah, come on in, man.
Hello. How's it going, everybody?
What's up, man?
Oh, not a whole lot, man. I am doing good.
How's the back?
Not too bad, actually. I changed my shirt like I am wont to do after an FEC.
Right.
And actually having it exposed to air made it a lot more burny and painful. And once I got my other shirt on, it's kind of subdued again. So it was actually really weird.
Right.
But
burn? I mean, did it really hurt? I mean, was he heavy-handed or?
No, I feel like Sam Wolf was really gentle.
Right.
Because obviously I've never had a tattoo done before.
Right.
But I feel like his strokes with the tattoo pen were pretty precise. And
so you like the stroke?
Huh?
So you like the stroke?
Yeah. Yeah, but no, I mean it was. I would not equate it to getting a shot.
Right.
It's. Oh gosh, it was just kind of scraping really hard.
Like sandpaper?
Yeah, a little bit like sandpaper. Right. And the middle of the back, probably where the spine is, that was the ones where I got a big oh my god.
You could tell by your facial reactions. It was
this might be one of the first episodes where I go back and watch the video because I could tell. I was gonna ham one up a little bit, but no, pretty much all those reactions were were involuntary. So it didn't hurt as bad as I thought it could have. Mm-hmm. But no, I think it definitely was not a fun thing to do. But no, I really like it. It turned out really well. Sam Wolf is a great artist.
Nice.
On a scale of pain, was it 1 to 10?
I would say maybe a 5 to 7, maybe a 6, somewhere in there. It was something that I would have problems if I had to do it every day, or if I had to do it if it was a constant thing. But for an hour, it wasn't too bad. I could have probably gone for another hour and a half, 2 hours if I had to. No, it wasn't so bad, and what he said is that the upper back wasn't that much of it wasn't that painful of a spot. If I got it on the lower back or on my ribs, then
usually if you pinch your skin, if it's really tender, that's going to be a bad spot.
Great. So no, I like it, and it turned out really well. I'm really happy with it.
How you going to get another one?
Another tattoo? Probably not. No, I mean there's something else.
One and done.
Yeah, one and done.
Tramp stamp.
God, Kooky.
What? Everyone in the chat was asking. Next is a tramp stamp.
No, because shut up. No, well, me and Kyle do have a pact where if LBR does take us into real if we do this professionally, full time, no quote real job, then we would get an LBR logo tattooed on ourselves somewhere. But that's probably the only thing I would ever get besides the one I currently have.
Right. How's that shaved head going?
Oh gosh, have you felt my head? It is
I shaved it. I know.
It is so dry. Oh my gosh! I definitely need cream or oil or something because it is dry up there. I mean during the show we just obviously buzz cut it and stuff, and Like, and I brought a razor from home, brand new razor.
One
razor,
yeah,
and that was probably not nearly enough. We probably should have done two, because
possibly three.
At the end, it was really rough.
Yeah, when I was dragging it across your head, I was like, "Oh my god, this has to hurt a little bit."
It actually did not hurt a single bit. I mean, it was uncomfortable because you were kind of tugging on it, but that's what you had to do. But it did not hurt at all, which I thought was surprising. But yeah, now it's pretty much shaved. We could probably go even closer shave, but I would need shaving cream for that and a new razor.
Couple.
Yeah, you can check out the pics at Instagram.com/limitbradio, by the way.
Thank you so much for that, guys.
Yeah, good job.
You're welcome.
But yeah, like I said, I mean, I feel kind of bad that we didn't shave it on air, but we just had so much content in LBR today.
Oh, God, yeah.
But I did want to make good on it for FEC, so I did that between shows, which means I didn't actually get to eat my food. So
we won't keep it too long.
No, it's fine, as long as you need, man. So
what was your favorite part of the whole LBR?
Probably the tattoo, because that was really fun, and it looks so good. Right. But yeah, I don't know why, but my drop game was super on point today.
I'll give you props for that, dude. It was tight.
I don't know. Maybe it's like 1 in a million or something, but man, that was super on point. But yeah.
Was that the adrenaline after getting the tattoo and getting shaved? I'm sure it was.
Maybe the tattoo gives me superpowers. That could
very
be.
well could. Very well could.
How hard was it to pay attention to the content that you guys were talking about on LBR?
During the tattooing?
Yeah, during the tattooing. How hard was it?
Not too bad. Like, pretty early on, I had to take off my glasses for some reason. I don't know. They just were weighing heavy on me or whatever.
Could it be the condensation that was building up a little bit? Yeah.
Actually, I didn't really cry at all. I mean, my eyes did water a little bit. I mean, jokes aside, they were like watering a tiny bit, but I didn't actually cry.
Right.
But no, like my glasses were so heavy, and then I just like focused all of my attention on like a specific point on the microphone, like this dust right here, or this screw right here, and I just focused on that. The pain kind of like went away a little bit.
Subsided, yeah.
I mean, I kind of focused the pain away, I guess, and then I was also able to like contribute a little bit. So a lot more than I figured I would. So yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Nice.
How'd you like pulling those wax strips off of Escalia's leg with those mitts on your hand?
Gosh, those mitts. That was completely like unintended, but no, but that was fun.
I didn't think you were going to do it at first because you couldn't hardly hold your mouse or anything over there. And
dude, holding the mouse over there was fucking awful, and it was like super hard because like he put the mitts on backwards. The fucking dumbass. So like I don't know, it was awful, but no, I made it work. It was really hard. Like I had to like really focus hard on clicking on that one box. So I'm surprised I didn't miss drop at all. So. But no, and luckily he didn't have 2 oven mitts, so I was able to have a real glove, and I used that to pull off the Escalia strip. The first one, I had plans to like trick him on both of my pulls. Obviously, I did the slow countdown the first time because Kahlo did the 1-2 pull, but so I did the 1-2-3 or the 3-2-1. Wait a long pause and then pull. And the second one I thought was really funny is that I just had to get him to talk, and then when he was mid-sentence, pull it off. And that was great. Nice. That was so fun. Poor Escali. I feel like he got the shit end of the deal.
I have to say, out of both of those, man, that looked so painful. So painful.
That poor guy.
Because he didn't trim that hair down at all.
No, he didn't. I told him, like, man, just, you can trim that. I mean, but no, he's a fucking trooper. Good job on him. Props. Props
to everyone.
Hell yeah. You guys did some good work today.
Yeah, it was so fun. I think this is one of our best episodes.
Oh, God, yeah. Easily. I've been listening to you guys for a couple years, and this is one of my favorites.
Like, this is going to be one for the record books.
Oh, definitely.
And I wanted to make sure it was a good one, so I'm glad that it worked out.
Now, would you do another bet? With
yeah.
Would I do another bet? Yeah, sure, of course. I mean, bets are always fun, but not to this extent. Like, it's not going to be another big grand bet type thing because, like, that's done. we got to move on to other bits now. We got to like do something bigger and better. You know,
Right.
we don't want to rehash old content. Square Enix. No, I mean we have some things planned. We got all the new Patreon stuff up there, and we got a lot of cool stuff on the works. So
Right.
definitely be on the lookout for that, everyone.
Right, keep an eye out for it, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, awesome. How about you bring in Scalia? real quick?
Scalia?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much for having me,
No, thanks,
Mr.
dude.
Papa, and Kooky Person A. Thank you very much for having me.
That's right. That's right. I was watching the stream the other day, and they were calling you Person A. I'm like,
Yeah, Person A, and Juxa was Person J, and Kala was Cookie Person K.
right. Yeah, I was pretty. I think I was a stream where you guys were pony farming, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you get any?
I got the Ramu ones. I got
Oh.
lucky.
I didn't get to see the Ramu part of it.
Yeah.
Where am I sitting?
Oh, here comes two visitors. We got Fritz and Escalia.
Oh no,
Am I here?
Fritz.
Is this where I'm going?
What's up, man? How's the leg?
How's it-
Evening. A little sore. A little less red
Really?
and swollen now.
We
Are
only
you
had
serious? It's sore?
yeah
A little bit, not bad.
we only had enough strips for one leg, right?
Yeah, there was about like 15 strips, I think, in there, maybe 10. It seemed like it had to be 100, but no, it was like 15 maybe.
Right.
In there, and I was only able to do one leg. And you know what? I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
As it turns out.
Oh man, every time that just ripped right off your leg, I'm like, oh my god! And then you just like held back so much, like screaming most of the time. It's like, oh
Yeah,
my god.
it was definitely one of those things where it was just like you're trying to like bite down on the scream, and just a couple of them like around the ankles and the knee. I couldn't hold it in. Just like I yelped. I don't have a better word for it. I yelped.
Right.
You didn't have any scabs down there, did you?
If I did, I don't anymore, but I don't think so.
Oh man. So what was your favorite part of the whole episode?
Well, I know what it wasn't.
Good call. Touche.
Of Limit Break Radio.
Yeah. 11 Break Radio.
Ooh, this whole episode was such a sideshow act that
Yeah, it was a real circus.
Yeah, it was. Like this is like we're changing seats and got all this craziness going on. I don't probably the Fantasy League was probably my favorite bit. Just because I have oh no, never mind. Mein Fuhrer and Nero was my favorite bit.
That's right. The Final Fantasy.
The Final Fantasy
Fantasy
Solution.
Solution, that's
Yep,
right,
that's
yeah.
right. Limit Break Radio, Reich Reborn. There's already pictures of a Nero. Just
Oh, I can't wait to see
Oh,
those.
they're
I can't
great.
wait to see
They're
those.
I'm already seeing them on
Oh
Twitter.
no shit.
Oh yeah, they're already up.
Nice. What was your favorite part on FEC?
Oh God, FEC. Like we keep trying to get that show down to like an hour and a half, and
Yeah, that's
well, I agree with the Nero. Like once we're doing it weekly, I think
Weekly.
it'll be easier because we killed like an hour on news,
Right.
And we need to get that down to like a half hour at the most.
there's so much news out there.
Every week
Every
there's
time
a
I
ton
turn
of it.
around and looking for a news article for you guys, it's just boom, boom, another. And it's like,
I think chewing out the girl Wu.
oh, the Sonic the Hedgehog thing.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I think because I don't usually get animated ever, and that like pissed me off legitimately.
Right.
So it was nice to actually show some emotion.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, you look pissed right after.
I was pissed.
Oh,
Like
you looked
I
at
didn't
me
get
there.
to. I didn't read about this story in advance, so I was reading about this in between shows today, and literally just like looking at my phone, like, what the fuck? Yeah, no, it was irksome.
So that pain scale on that waxing.
I'd say pain scale's about it starts off like it hurts a lot but really briefly. So it's hard to say. Like it's not sustained pain. Like you tear and you scream, but as soon as you like start breathing, like the pain just goes away.
Right.
So it isn't sustained. Like Callow kept coming over and trying to like poke my leg to try and get it to hurt. I'm like, no, it doesn't hurt.
Right.
It gets a little swollen.
Right.
But I don't know. I wouldn't want to do it regularly. That's for sure.
Yeah, I was telling Jux, I'm surprised you didn't take a razor to you right before the show.
I wanted to actually shave my legs right after the bet ended. I was expecting that we were going to do the payoff the weekend after it ended.
Right.
And of course, like, that was a stupid idea because we didn't have the tattoo artist or anything ready to go. We never thought we'd finish the bet as quickly as we did. So, but I wanted to shave my legs at that point because I knew the hair would grow back by then, and there was a shitstorm over whether or not that would be acceptable. So I ended up not doing it, and now I really wish I had because now it's way too long. But
So personal, you gonna have a professional do it next?
yes,
Yeah.
I will. I do want to get my legs because they are like really smooth, and I'm supposedly going to go 4 weeks without having it grow back, which is awesome.
Right.
But yeah, it'll be a professional next time. I think I'm not a professional, and Callow certainly isn't a professional.
It's right, 'cause that one ripped.
What was
in
Oh
half.
God, the one he tore and didn't get it all, and I didn't realize that he hadn't gotten it all, and then he just went again when I was like on the exhale. Ugh.
I felt so
Bastard.
bad on that one I did where I didn't get everything and some just stayed right on your leg. I
Oh
I
yeah,
felt bad, man.
it's
Really
still
bad.
on there. I gotta figure out how to get it
I
off.
feel so bad.
There was I think it was Juxta who like yanked and his hand slipped and he didn't actually pull it off, so we just yanked a little bit and then he had to go and do it again.
Probably blame it on the mitt.
Oh, mother.
So
Yeah.
do you wax Kooky?
No, I
No,
don't. I
no.
shave.
Ah,
See, she's smart
yeah.
because
I see.
that shit's annoying, but it doesn't hurt unless you nick yourself. So.
Right.
Did you oil it up after? You
Yeah, I have
waxed it?
now oiled that leg, yes.
Yeah, you gotta wax or oil it right after the
Mm-hmm.
wax. Make it nice and smooth.
Well, yeah, it gets the extra wax off too, which is nice.
Oh, that was that solution you're putting on?
Yeah, that's what that
Okay,
blue stuff was.
okay.
That was with me. It was oil for the leg.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Man. I do have to, we were just telling Juxta that I think out of the two, you had the more pain out of them.
Well, I think that's good. We were the losers in the bet, so we probably should have the more pain. I want to know how Nero got away so easy. Oh, he's got to shave his beard for 8 weeks. How awful.
And then maybe a ghost pepper sooner or later.
Yeah, and it goes. Yeah, well, if we can actually find that ghost pepper, yeah, I'll enjoy every second of watching you
I might be able to
eat
find one. I'm going to give it another shot. but
Yeah.
That'll be city number 4.
that. It's surprising how hard those are to find.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that for the next bet I'll be putting a leg waxing on the line. It might be
Right.
something else. For my charity stream, I am gonna put my arms on the
Ugh.
line.
That's-
Yeah, I don't think
That's
the arms are
right.
gonna be any fun.
No.
But
Trim 'em.
I will put the arms on the line for my charity stream. I don't know what the number's going to be yet,
Right.
but we'll probably decide that on the day of.
Right. Trim
When
the hair
is
a
your
little
charity
bit.
stream again?
Charity stream is March 11th
11th.
at 5 o'clock at twitch.tv/Limit Break Radio. Full Final Fantasy IX playthrough benefiting Transgender Michigan.
Nice.
And yeah, we're hoping we raised $2,100.12 for Team Palindrome. Wouldn't want me to forget that. For Seeds of Acceptance, we're hoping to break that, of course, for You're Not Alone.
That's right.
Do you
for
know who
everybody.
you should invite?
Who should I invite?
That woman who spoke out against Sonic the Hedgehog, or you could invite the Hedgehog guy.
Or both of them.
Both.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, they can hash out their differences on the air.
That'd be awesome.
Drama on Twitch.
Drama on Twitch.
Tune in for it.
Yeah. No, now I'm thinking about it.
Right.
Yeah, that
Not
could
a
go
bad
okay.
idea.
Yeah, I was able to get in touch with Ethis Asher, and he's going to be promoting the event, which is really cool. So big shout out to Ethis
Oh,
Asher.
nice.
Yep, he's of course big friend of Limit Break Radio, so huge shout out to him.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. So, yep.
How about you guys? What did you guys like about the show today?
How about you, Cookie?
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
We've been talking about it. We feel like this is going to be an episode people are probably going to talk about for a while.
For a while.
It's going to be one of those ones where when we go to events and whatnot, they'll be like, "Hey, you remember that time you got your legs waxed?" No, I forgot. Yeah, sure.
It'll be like this for a while. I mean, the last big event I probably want to say was Juxta's Quiet Cosplay.
Yes,
And
that was the
then-
last major splash we made.
Right.
I still,
But yeah,
I
I'm
still
looking
see it
forward
when I
to
blink.
more. So we'll see.
I can't believe I missed you guys then too.
Yeah,
I was
like,
there. I was
the
there and I
whole of
missed you guys.
YomaCon weekend is such a blur. Like we went from the quiet cosplay and shooting the PSA. When we weren't doing that, I was either in the game room or filming for the roast. And then we actually had the roast, which I mean, most of us were still preparing our material the day of and practicing that. And yeah, that wasn't an experience in and of itself, but
Right.
one of that I actually loved. Like getting actually to go up and perform in front of a live audience was a ton of fun. And
Right.
I know eventually we might have some more plans to do stuff like that. So.
Oh yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah. Look forward to it. Mm-hmm. Sweet. Well, yeah. Well, I hope your leg gets better. I'm sure it will.
Yeah, I gotta even it up.
Yeah.
I walked out and a Nero came out and he's like, you missed a couple spots. Like, yeah, no shit.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to see a professional. She's gonna be like, what the fuck did you do to your leg?
Well, speaking of Nero, could you go get him?
I can.
I'd appreciate
Yep.
it.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks.
Thanks, Escalia.
Oh yeah, you should have. If you could have been here just to see his reaction. Well, you guys did on live Twitch, seeing his
On live,
reaction.
yes.
Oh my god.
But
Every
question,
time.
how hot did it get in there, though? Because I've been to the
I-
studio once, and I know how hot it gets into that studio. Like, I
Right
get
now,
I got
I'm just
so
sitting here,
sweaty.
and I'm
Like,
sweating.
you can boob sweat. So,
Right.
I just wonder, how hot was it today?
Oh my.
Oh my. What's up, guys?
What's up, Nero?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
Hi, Nero.
Hi, what's up, Kooky?
So, what was your favorite part on LBR, man?
Oh man, there was so much going on today. Of course I had fun shaving my beard and making that fun.
I think we all had fun.
It seemed like
Commenting on
everyone had fun with
Yeah.
that. And that's good. I'm glad. I think getting the tattoo artist in was probably the most impressive feat from a production standpoint. We had confirmed with at least two artists prior to this, and they had agreed to come in and do the tattoo. And it for one reason or another, they would just kind of either fall off the map, or stop texting back, or I couldn't get a hold of them at the shop, and I was worried for a minute that we would have to rely on someone that just had a tattoo gun and not get a professional artist. But I think that's one of the things that I'm most proud of, is that we were actually able to get a real artist in there. Shout out to Kooky, who tracked down his Instagram and his Facebook. And if you guys followed him and did all of that, thank you guys, because
Shout out to Sam Wolf.
yeah, Sam Wolf, a really nice guy. I mean, we were just bullshitting before the show, and turns out we know a lot of the same people. You know what I mean? And that was pretty cool too. And he was tattooing next to the record collection, and he was making comments about different records that I own, which I thought was really cool. And so yeah, it was nice being able to like bond with him for a few minutes. So yeah, nice guy, super nice guy. Shout out to Sam Wolf. Thank you.
Yeah. Awesome job, dude.
Now, does that mean that you're going to have a tattoo with him?
I might.
Soon?
If I'm going to get a tattoo, it would be with Sam Wolf for sure. It would be with Sam. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Of what?
I'm sorry. Go right ahead.
Of what?
Oh, God. I mean, now that the 1.0 tattoo is kind of off the table, I don't even really know.
Tell you what, that looks nice.
It does.
looks
It sure
real nice.
does. I'm really impressed. He did a great job. Juxta should be very satisfied with that. I'm a little bit bummed that I didn't get to get the tattoo. But at the same time, I guess it really is going to make me think about, if I get a tattoo, what I want to get. That's been the, for a long time, that's been my thing, is that I'm 31. I don't know what the fuck. I've changed so many times in 31 years that it's like, what could I get on me that will still be meaningful in 10 years? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, because when you're in your early 20s, I'm like, oh, I want to get this. It's really badass.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If I had gotten tattoos in my early 20s, I would have gotten shit that I don't care about now, and I know it.
And regret it.
Yeah, I would have. Yeah, exactly. I would have regretted the shit out of it. And so, it's tough to say for certain what I would want to get, or even if I would want it to be Final Fantasy related. I think I probably wouldn't want it to be.
Right.
I don't like video game tattoos, and that's the awesome thing about the 1.0 tattoo, is that it doesn't look like a tattoo from a video game. It really doesn't.
Looks like a tribal sign on his
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
For sure.
So you have no tattoos whatsoever right now?
I do not. No, I have piercings. I have my ears pierced, and they're gauged to 9/16. But that's the only piercing or tattoo that I can claim.
Nice. So, how's it feel without any hair on the chin?
I
Yeah,
miss the beer.
yeah. So do I.
It feels weird, doesn't it?
The weirdest,
Yeah.
actually, the only point where I was like, "Oh, that is a very strange sensation," was when I picked up Fritz, when I picked up my cat for the first time, and some of his fur rubbed against my face, and I was like, "Oh, wow, that's fuzzy. That tickles. That tickles a bunch." But yeah, other than that, it's fine. I'm sure when I go outside for
You're
the
gonna
first time,
really feel it.
It's good. There's going to be a really big difference.
Oh yeah, I know when I shave, I really feel it, especially when that down here when you got that really cold
Yeah.
wind blowing down there.
Yeah.
You're gonna really it's
Absolutely, yeah. And there's a lot of wind that blows off of the river too. So yeah, I'm sure when I go outside for the first time, I'll feel it. I'll when I get strange looks from places that I frequent, I'll feel it. But other than that, I mean, again, I heard Escalia bitching about it that we lost and I got off very light. And you're not wrong.
You did.
I know I did. I know I did. But I had fun. I'm probably easily the most memeable part of the entire day today. So
I've already gotten stuff on social media.
Good.
already about your picture.
good. That's hysterical. I can't wait to see it.
get the memes going.
Yeah, I that's the thing. We're so focused on Sundays about producing the shows and getting ready for the next show. I don't have a chance to check social media in between. I barely even look at my phone, and so I don't know. Like I'm sure that I have a bunch of messages waiting for me right now on my phone, and I haven't had a chance to look at Twitter. None of it. I don't even know how hashtag Potato Din is doing. So
3 on Facebook, 11 on Twitter right now.
Nice.
gotta step that up, guys.
That's it.
How
How many are you looking for?
I don't know. We'll see how many come in. How many wishes does it take to change the form of a primal? I don't know. It's a question I've never asked myself.
Come to the dark side, or Nero. The Lalafell are waiting.
No.
Now, are you worried that you're kind of... Well, no, wait. When was the last time you were clean-shaven, though?
About a year ago. Yeah, it was
a year?
just a year ago. Yeah, I actually was it a year or two? No, it was a year ago. So it was a year ago around New Year's Eve. I had shaved for a costume that
Whoa, a costume?
a costume. Yeah,
Furry?
no.
Furry?
Oh, come on. Really?
You're not furry subscription
Really?
now.
No. I am the furry crusader. I'm the one that leads the furry inquisition. You can't put me under furry suspicion. No, I had actually shaved. It was for I'm blanking on the character's name. Kyle MacLachlan from Twin Peaks. Agent Cooper. It was for an Agent Cooper costume for a Twin Peaks karaoke event. And I went with one of the hottest women that I could name, and she went dressed as Laura Palmer. Nice. So, it was definitely.
I think it is.
Yeah, it is, and it was definitely justifiable for that event. I was totally happy to shave my beard for that, and that was also when I was like 80 pounds heavier too. So there was definitely some double chinnage going on there.
Are you gonna keep it clean shaven, or are you gonna?
Well, I have to for 2 months, but as soon as those 2 months are over, I'm back to the beard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I didn't like any of those other facial hair configurations, so I don't think any of them won out.
The Hogan was all right.
The Hogan was pretty hilarious, I have to say. The Hogan was pretty funny, but I don't think I could actually wear those with any kind of seriousness.
You didn't want to go with Little Hitler or anything like that?
No.
I'm so sorry. I was like trying to multitask, and I'm like, wait, do you want me to put the Hitler and the Chaplin and the Vincent Price all together? So I did.
Let's go
I
on
didn't know you
Twitter
didn't
and
want me to
here
put that in there
Hashtag
at all.
Potato Din.
But oh well.
Oh, thank you. Well, that's awesome, Sevo Kevo. Look at that. That's pretty impressive, Papa. Your very, very first show ever, and you get a donation on the air. That's pretty cool.
Nice. Yeah, I'm real nervous, to be honest.
Oh, dude, there's nothing to be nervous about.
Yeah.
You can adjust that microphone too. You looks like you were like craning your neck
bastard or something like that.
Yeah, you're like craning your neck into it. You don't need to do that. You can move it around. It's fine. These that's what all these shock mounts are for.
Right.
Yeah.
I just don't want to screw up your little.
Oh no. Yours no. I mean, we set this up like a radio studio, so it's set up for other people to use.
Right.
And that's that's one of the things that we didn't get to mention, but about the Patreon and the new tier of content that we're going to be adding. Yeah. One part of the thinking behind that is that we've got all of this equipment. We've got it's set up as a studio in here. It is a complete waste to not utilize that. Right. And use it as a room for production. And so, moving Refresh into here and doing that show for the first time with all of this equipment, it was really awesome. Mm-hmm. And so, I think that's a big part of our content uptick has been like, okay, let's use the equipment more.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, I'm gonna have to call you out on one thing though.
Okay.
Controller throwing, dude. You're doing it wrong.
Okay.
I'm somebody that has anger issues, and I've learned. I've broken them in half before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've done that. I've never bounced them and hit me in the head, but I've learned that you just throw them against the couch, you won't bust them.
That's true.
They won't come back at you either.
I was playing in bed, and so my options for throwing it were, if I had thrown it that way, I would have the controller would have gone clear through the floor to ceiling windows that I have in my bedroom. That wouldn't have been good.
That's 10 negative on that one.
Yeah, exactly. If I threw it that way, I would have been throwing it straight into the television. Or risk throwing it into the television. I guess if I had thrown it that way, I would have thrown it against my closet, and that wouldn't have been terrible, but it still would have, the potential to break would have been there too.
Right.
And then if I had thrown it behind me, I would have been throwing it into the wall where that my bed goes up against.
All right.
And I share that wall up against the person next to me. So, like, the last thing that I'm sure, my next door neighbor, while they're, sitting around, I don't know, watching porn in their living room, would be to hear this big whap, son of a whore. You know what I mean? Like, they already hear the screaming.
Right.
Like, they already, I'm sure that they think I have some kind of ridiculous Tourette's. Yeah. But I don't need to make holes in the wall. That was a bad habit that I had when I was a kid. Is that I would get really worked up about something and I'd punch drywall because it would give really easily. You punch brick once or twice, you learn that lesson. Yeah, that has no give to it. But you punch plaster, and that actually that's pretty satisfying to punch holes in walls. But I told myself to stop doing that. It's like 16, 17, somewhere around there. Right. Is when I started to get my shit in check. And mostly I don't have a whole lot of anger problems, which may surprise some of the people who listen to the show. I genuinely don't. Like, I get frustrated by things, and I'm jaded, and I'm a very cynical person. That's just sort of my personality. But in terms of, like, really getting worked up and getting, like, truly, truly angry about things, there's not much that I get really angry about.
Right.
It's hard to stay angry when the majority of your income comes from sitting around playing video games and entertaining people. Like, that's what I have always wanted to do. That's what I got in this business to do in the first place. And so this provides me a way to do it. And it just so happens that the things that I think are funny or engaging happen to be cynical or jaded people, comedians, frames of reference, stuff like that. That's just sort of the stuff that I gravitate and that I connect to. And so I think it gives me, I think people think that I am way more angry, more genuinely angry than I am, way less approachable than I am. And I think people there've been a couple of people who've like gotten a hold of me and been like, "Are you genuinely okay?" Like, they're worried about my well-being, and they don't understand that like part of it is like part of it's the character, part of it's the making sure that I'm being entertaining, but another side of that is that when I walk away, when I turn the mics off, I'm actually very satisfied and a very happy person because I get to do what I love every day. So,
Right.
yeah. It just so happens that cynical asshole shit is just what I like. I mean, I've loved George Carlin. I love Lewis Black. I love these guys that go out and take the piss out of establishment figures.
Right.
These guys have been, Hunter S. Thompson, fucking, I'm blanking on his, Bill Hicks. Like all of these guys are dudes that I look up to, and that's what I seek to recreate through the stuff that I make. And so, if I can put a little bit out of there, a little bit of that out into the world, then that's what I'm gonna try to do. So, yeah.
Nice. What did you like about FEC tonight?
FEC was great. I liked being able to talk about victim culture in this country and in this world. It's no secret that we're not a big fan of the whole PC umbrella that's going on, and being able to kind of go at it in a way that get some of that stuff, because that is stuff that does bother me. Like that's the kind of stuff that does, like, it doesn't eat at me, but I sit around and I go, man, we are fucked as a culture if this is really the dominant emotion that we're leading with, is just for everyone to be a goddamn victim all the time. And that's just, I fucking hate that.
Right.
It doesn't offend me, it just annoys me.
Right.
And so being able to express some of that, I think I was able to get some of that stuff off my chest. And at the same time, I saw a lot of very supportive comments in the chat. And I think the thing that I was really trying to get at is, like, I don't give a fuck if you're trans. Like, I am so open about people being who they are, but just be honest about who you
original.
are. Yeah, well, not even be original, just be honest about
be
who you are.
Yeah.
And like, if that's what you're leading with, real will always recognize real, and you can always sort of suss that shit out, and you can always sort of sniff that stuff out. And I hope that I didn't I mean, I'm sure that some people were offended by some of the comments that I made, but if it also made them, think about the way that either they live their own life or the way that they interact with people who claim to be a part of a certain group or whatever, like just more critical thinking. I hope I was able to put that out there. And then being able to go at that stupid fucking man-tittied piece of shit hack, the fucking crap gamer. I was so happy to be able to go at that piece of shit, that fucking Bubba the Love Sponge wannabe. I'm the most offensive gamer on YouTube. No, you're not. Shut the fuck up and watch me do a bit that's more offensive, you fucking piece of crap.
Just check our little Hitler segment.
Right.
Had a couple hours before that.
I know. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm the most most controversial. No, the fuck you're not. Say something.
Right.
Say one fucking controversial thing. Say outside of being a dick to someone who you supposedly respect on Twitter. That bothers me too. Is the armchair Twitter fucking activists. I hate that shit.
I mean, what is it going to be? It's like a drop in the bucket for Microsoft. I mean, it's just,
Microsoft couldn't give a shit. I'm surprised that they responded to him.
Right.
That's what made it a story. If you notice, it wasn't that asshole sends stupid tweet. That wasn't the story.
All the time.
That does happen all the time. The story was that I can't remember his name right now, but the guy from fucking Microsoft responded. That was the story.
Right.
So
yeah.
I think those were my two favorites from FEC.
Yeah. I would have to agree with that. Yeah.
Right on, man. Right on. How you feeling about your first show?
Still a little nerve-wracking. I'm not used to doing this kind of thing.
You're doing well, dude.
No.
We were out there listening, going, man, Papa's just in control, dude.
Right. Well, Kooky's helping out too.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Kook.
Right. That's right.
How was call screening today, Kook?
It was not bad. It was slow for FEC, which is maybe kind of sad. But you guys had tons to talk about anyway. Today was, I guess, still kind of slow though.
Yeah, well, we didn't. I knew that we weren't going to be relying heavily on callers for this episode.
Right.
This was a very bit heavy episode, and we had a lot. We came armed to the teeth with stuff to talk about for FEC, so I wasn't worried about either of them. Right. But you did great, Kooky. Thank you so much for screening the calls. You're awesome. Thank you.
No, thank you.
All right. You sending Kahlo when you get
I sure can.
Awesome.
Thank you, guys. Enjoy the
Thank
rest
you.
of the post show. And if you want to have the show live forever on limitbreakradio.com as a podcast, $3,000 a month on Patreon.
Right, hit it.
That's right. All right, let me go get Colin.
Awesome.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. But anyways, going back to the heat in this room, I'm sitting here and I am literally sweating.
Still?
Yeah, it is so hot.
Hey guys,
What's up, brother?
how's it going? Where am I sitting? Right here?
Right there, man.
Cool.
Last but not least,
Saving the best
Kahlo.
for the last, I see, Len.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Kahlo,
Or
what the
sorry, not Len. Pops.
Pops,
What's up? I'm just gonna
Len.
always call you
Pops.
Pops.
Hey, that
and
works.
it works
It
for
works.
Final Encountercast too because you're old.
Because correct.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Hey, Kooky. Are you still mad?
Hi.
Kooky. Hey, Kook. Are you still mad?
I knew you cheated somehow. There had to be some way. I knew it.
Does it surprise you?
No. It
So
doesn't, but
when we were
but
sitting
still.
there, I'm gonna see if you can actually recall this moment, right? And I'm talking about like and I'm like, how, whenever there's some of the coin caches or the treasure things, they always have them in little groups of 3, and there's always like, I feel like in this area there's already some of them, and there's not a lot of collectibles down here, so I don't think it would be there. And the last time that I missed something, it was down in a tomb. So the chances of it being in one of the tombs is probably good. When I was doing that, right, I'm fucking staring on my screen right where it actually is. Oh, I played you so hard, like a little fiddle, Kooky. A little fiddle.
Nice.
Kookie's my little fiddle.
Get out. Anyway.
Before we start, one thing I did want to comment on
Yeah.
is, because I noticed it too, and someone actually said in the chat before I came in here, how Nero's voice is starting to feel really, really rough.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been talking
guys,
a lot.
it's been a long day. He does a lot of like yelling and shouting, and he sucks a lot of dick. So I want you to cut him a little bit of slack, okay? Just a little bit.
Just a tad.
Mhm.
All right. Right.
Yeah.
So how much suffering have you gone through with it?
You know what? People are sitting here, and it's guy's like, oh, my legs, it's so, it hurts and it stings, but you know what? He has silky smooth legs now, and in juxta, obviously tattoos can be painful. And I think it probably varies from person to person depending on where you get it.
Yeah,
all right,
pain tolerance.
I understand that, but now he has a fucking badass tattoo.
Yeah, I was telling those guys that looks sick.
It does. It looks super cool. And Nero even said himself, like, he got off real lucky. All he had to do was shave his beard.
Right.
And I mean, obviously he had a lot of fun with it. But no one's talking about my suffering. I had to sit here and like listen to their bitching the whole time. And what did I really get out of it? I didn't get anything out of it.
You got some satisfaction though, didn't you?
Well, I got to cause Escalia some real pain.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll
yeah,
always cherish
yeah.
that.
Right.
So, I mean, I guess. But, I had to suffer too. That's that. I just want to put that out there and point that out, okay? I suffered too.
Okay.
Kahlo matters.
Okay.
Right.
Of course. Yeah, I finally got my own camera on Final Encountercast
Yeah,
today.
nice.
And see, none of them are going to get it. None of them get it. And when nobody else is on your side at all, like this is a behind the scenes thing, right? When it comes to like deciding things for the show or making decisions and stuff, if nobody else is on your side or kind of sees where you're coming from, there's no real reason to bring anything up or try to argue about it, because they're all just going to immediately shut you down and be like, no, fuck you, like it's not a big deal, right? But honestly, as a performer, knowing that people can see me and that I'm on camera, that just naturally sort of enhances, I think, my contributions to the show, because I know that people are looking at me and I know that it has to be stepped up. And, and again, none of them are I mean, obviously Nero's a performer, but because radio, it's a different kind of performance, right? And when there's a spotlight on me, not even just a spotlight, just when I know that there's a camera on me, there's just something that does to me as a performer that just puts me at another level. And I think that this show I was on more than I have been before, and it's because there was that constant state that I know that there are people watching me right now. So even if I'm not talking, I still have a sense that and not even necessarily that I need to be performing, because I don't want to take attention away from things, but I don't know, it's hard. It's a hard thing to put into words, but I felt more comfortable today, and I felt like I was more on my game today. If any of that makes any sense.
No, it does. It does. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. You almost came unglued there for a second with Juxta.
All right, more than anything, okay, he was especially on his drop today. All right,
Yeah.
I'm going to give them that. Nobody can. Today was his best drop day, but I feel like when we told him that, when he realized that, and like people sort of gave him that validation, when I started reading that long email, I feel like he went a little bit overboard.
Poking the bear.
And it was just getting annoying
Right.
at that point. Like, shut the fuck up, okay? Now, had he not done all of those in between the email, when he played that one that I kind of, jumped up at,
Right.
that he might not have got that reaction. It was less about where he put it and the fact that it was just like, all right, fucking stop now, you imbecile.
Yeah, it seems like it bodied you pretty bad there, man.
Look, the FF7 thing is just a touchy subject,
Right.
okay?
Rustled your jimmies.
No, I don't think my jimmies were rustled. He was just being like a fucking 8-year-old.
Right.
All right. And he needed to be put into his spot. Someone needs to tell him to go.
They put in time out. Yeah.
Someone needs to give him his Pokemon Go and be like, go catch us a Goldeen out there in the water. No, a little bit deeper, Juxta. Swim out a little bit more. Yep, that's right. You let the air out of his floaties, right? In your keep going, Juxta. You're doing great. Yeah, that's what needs to happen.
Oh man, what was your favorite highlight on the LBR?
Favorite highlight in LBR? Oh God, I don't know if we can choose like just one. So much great stuff. I think the beginning of Juxta's tattoo is good.
Yeah, his facial reactions.
Mm-hmm. His facial reactions, him like yelping just when like he was putting like dabbing the stuff on and like cleaning it up was real great. Everything Ascalia did.
Yeah.
I think that we got to see a whole different side of Ascalia.
Oh yeah.
Oh, little bitch.
Every one of those little screams.
The little yelps.
Yeah, the yelps.
Yeah.
Oh.
And like he mentioned that it really started to hurt as he got further down, right? So I don't know what he admitted to in here or not, because I'm not really paying attention to the stream out there. But I think that when you're put into positions like that, you want to play it up a little bit, especially
Right.
because even if it ends up not hurting, that's really underwhelming for the audience, right? So I don't know how much he did or didn't play it up, but I think the higher pitched the squeals were,
The more pain.
the more authentic it
Yeah.
was.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, definitely.
A lot of people saw it coming when I kind of counted. I was counting down, like,
I did.
I'll do the count. Like everybody saw that coming. But when I ripped it, I didn't have enough of a grip on it, and I just ripped the corner of it off, and it came halfway. And we were out in the green room just then. He's like, I thought that you had actually pulled it off, right?
Right.
So then you pulled the rest of it, and that kind of caught him off guard. He's like, how did he do it twice? I like causing people pain if it's not obvious.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
How about FEC? What do you like about FEC? There was-
Wait. Back
yeah,
to LBR,
yeah,
because this
LBR.
happened in LBR,
Oh, yeah,
not
go right
FEC.
ahead.
Sorry.
No, go right ahead.
My favorite part was admitting to Kooky
No.
that I am a thieving, lying bastard at the end.
La, 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 la,
Did now
whatever.
when I was setting that up, Kooky, did you see that coming?
I kind of did, yes. But you had my trust, Kahlo. You had my trust.
Trust,
And I don't know if I can trust you again.
I don't have it anymore.
I don't know.
You know,
I don't
you know, I'm talking to Scalia when he does his next charity stream. I'm talking him into naming Zidane Kahlo and naming Garnett Kooky.
But is he gonna do it?
Maybe he had some different ideas, which were actually pretty valid ideas. So I don't know,
It's up in the air.
but maybe when I play through it, maybe I'll name you. Maybe I'll name Garnett Kooky.
No. Well,
Okay.
Okay.
Do I have your trust back?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you do it.
See, Kyla knows how to work it.
that's right. How about FEC?
FEC. You know, FEC.
It was loaded.
FEC was loaded, and this was obviously they went to sort of like the weekly hour and a half, 2 hour-ish format
Right.
last week, but I think this final encounter cast is the closest to what we've been visualizing and conceptualizing the most. You know, we had this idea that we were like this edgy, you know, sort of Howard Sterny thing, obviously, which
Right,
is kind of what we
right.
do for LBR too. But you know, we're not trying to be like a game review site. We're not trying to be an information site. You know, we're just sort of like, we know that our personalities are entertaining, and I don't want to necessarily say that our opinions matter, but I think that they reflect a lot of what, you know, people out there think.
Right.
But there's just something that's more entertaining about our personalities compared to the cardboard cutouts that you see on a lot of other podcasts and a lot of other streams, right? So I think that we're relatable in that sense. And so I think what a lot of podcasts and streams out there are missing is the fact that you have entertaining personalities that also share your opinions, right? The fucking crap gamer guy, like that's not a voice that you want to listen to,
Right.
Okay,
Right.
And honestly, even to an extent, like, well, his production is good and his writing is good, and obviously he's successful, so he's doing something right. But even to an extent, the nostalgia critic, you know, if you took somebody who had more of a face, and not that he's ugly, he's a decent guy, he's just an average dude. But if you had a personality on there that popped a little bit more, I think that that's what we bring to it. Right. So that's what we've always envisioned this as, is just entertainment. And I think we finally sort of hit that stride with what we're looking at now, because we take the news segment and we kind of just riff on it, right? I mean, we got some fucking gold out of that Covenant fucking porn ad blocker thing. Yeah. Like, that actually felt something in relation to LBR that I think that we've been missing after listening to, this was a while ago, on Skype, we listened, or me, Juxta, and Aniro listened to some old highlights and kind of commentated on them. And after listening to the Assbox segment, something that I realized that we're missing from the show nowadays is that ability to hit a good joke and then riff on that joke and get a lot of get a lot of mileage out of one joke, right? And I think that's just because of the way that LBR is sort of set up now. Like we'll hit a good joke and we'll kind of laugh and then we'll move on a little bit. And I think that FEC is the perfect place to be able to hit a good joke, right? And then just start bouncing it off each other and riffing and kind of building up that combo. And I thought we did really fucking well with the Covenant stuff. We were doing really well when we were fucking burning that crap gamer guy. And just today's FEC, just it really fucking felt like we sort of hit our stride. Like, if we can do that every single episode, like, it was a lot of fucking fun. You know, we had all that funny shit commentating on the news and the topics leading up to our two real topics, which would be the fucking crappy shitty ass guy,
right?
And then the fair use stuff, which was really like the meat and potatoes, and obviously it's something we're going to carry on into the next episode. Right. So I don't know if I can pick out a single highlight for FEC this time, because I thought it was all great. But if I had to, I would probably say all that porn blocking shit. Yeah, that was all. That was really good.
Right. Nice. Okay.
Of course, the porn.
Well, I think everybody was shining quite a bit right there. You know, I mean, Jux had great drops, and you got some good stuff in. I got some good stuff in. Even Callie, got some good stuff in. So I just think that was a real great collaborative effort. And again, that's kind of what I miss the most from Limit Break Radio, is when everybody's contributing to the entertainment of something. The only thing that kind of threw me off was at the beginning when I was laying some of the smackdown on Callie. And usually he just kind of rolls over. He's like, yep, okay, saw that coming. Yep, I deserve that. Yeah, that's true. And then this time he kind of, bit back a little bit. And I'm like, oh, all right, okay. So I don't know.
He was pretty on point with a couple of those.
A little bit.
He was pretty funny.
A little bit. So I don't know. I think that maybe next time I'm gonna have to cook something up to sort of teach him a lesson and
put him back
in his place.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, awesome.
How I mean, I'm sure they've all asked you this going in, but I mean, I've been sitting out there listening to the two of you, and how are you liking your show so far?
I'm liking it pretty good.
You're actually doing a pretty fucking good job.
Really?
Yeah.
I was telling her I'm really nervous. I've never done anything like this ever before. So.
No, you're kind of a natural, and sitting out there listening, it doesn't sound like this is your first time.
Right.
And getting Kooky in on this was a fucking fantastic idea.
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to tell you this yet, Kooky, but I mean, I had her on the Late Show the other night, and you were easily the best guest that I've had so far. I mean, we got probably 30, 35, 40 minutes out of just you, and I mean, you're obviously real engaging. People love your voice. I do kind of have to call you out on something though, Kooky.
What?
Juxta and I noticed that you put some pants on for the show.
I did. What? I had to.
Yeah, she put some pants on. Usually she runs around in her underwear.
Yeah?
Yeah. Huh. What's up with that?
This is one of my original Warrior glamour, so.
Oh, you felt you had to be a little bit more professional?
I had to, yes. If it's my own show, sure, why not?
Oh, well, I'm just saying, we noticed.
Well, you're standing next to a Lalafell in a plant.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
that's a Lalafell.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh,
That's Papa.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
the-
I'm the creepy fuck in the corner.
yeah. How about that?
Yeah. That's what I do for a living.
All right.
That's how I make my gill.
Well, now the hard part comes, and that's closing out the show, man.
I know. I'm trying to.
Because it always, even when I'm doing the late show or even when I'm doing LBR, there's always something that I don't know. Kind of feel like you can't really put a good end. Like it just feels incomplete,
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
I think because I don't have an actual outro yet, like piece and music. I think that's what really wraps it together.
Right.
So here you go though. Good luck.
Well, I appreciate it, man.
I'm
Thanks.
gonna stay and watch.
Oh, you're gonna stay
Yeah.
and watch. Oh, wow, this is even more nerve wracking.
Don't be pressured, Papa.
Uh-huh.
Don't be
I am.
pressured.
I'm really, really nervous. Well, I think that's going to do it for the post show with Pops and Kooky.
Right. If
Yeah,
you
that
guys
was
like
fun.
it, don't forget to support on
That's right.
patreon.com/limitbreakradio. It is a Patreon milestone for 3,000. I think we're at like 2,500 right now.
think so,
That's
yeah.
it. Yeah. So if you guys want to hear more, go ahead and support at patreon.com/limitbreakradio. What do you guys think? Go ahead and email us, host@limitbreakradio.com, or just go ahead and tweet me. Or Papa, what's your Twitter?
I really don't. I think it's just Papa Woody. I think that's about it. Yeah.
Okay. Papa Woody's Twitter is at LenHeath1.
That's it. Yeah. I don't get on the Twitters too much.
What?
You kids and your Twitters and hula hoops and Dan Fogelberg music. I just don't understand it.
Or just at facebook.com/limitbreakradio. Let us know.
All right, you guys click that follow button, and we'll see you guys next week.
Yep. See you guys later.
Take care.